Dame i gospodo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Handball Talks, second edition here in Doboj, powered by organizing committee of the TV Champions tournament in Doboj and also Handball Planet. It is a great privilege to be here. It's a great honor to be here with us today. Two great players, two great coaches, gentlemen, Senor Garcia Parrondo and Mr. Gospodin Uros Zorman. Gentlemen, first of all, thank you for your time and welcome to Doboj. Give us your first impression about tournament, about pre-season. Can you start? You are a little bit older. 3 days. 3 days. Yeah.
So first of all, hello to everybody. Thank you for the invitation. I'm not used to talk like this, but I also don't like. So I will be, maybe I'm a little bit shy and so on. So what I need to talk about, you see, I'm not
First impression about this tournament, pre-season.
Tournament, I think that is one, especially for us, one great opportunity. One also would like to thank you for invitation on tournament. It's one, I think, some great teams are here. So this year Sporting and Melsungen for us is next level. Yeah, so we are grateful that we can play against them and opportunity to see this, especially my players, to see these levels of handball, and I think that also organization is on top level. And this is ali mi stid, znaš da ne pričam ja. Tako, ne, kako sad? A tamo ne pričam na engleskom. Pa zato ga ne pričam na engleskom. So, this is all.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello to everyone. So, Puyo, ¿me oyes? Okay. About the tournament. So, first of all, is to say thanks to Daniel to think in Melsungen for being one team like could join this tournament. For us is an honor. You know, this tournament has a great tradition. You know, I was here like we were counting, I think 16 years ago as a player, and the tournament has getting more and more important. So yeah, it's our honor to be here and to be with Melsungen representing like Germany. It's also great to be here. Like you can see, really a lot of legends in handball in the last years. So this is I don't think I was in another tournament like not thinking about the teams. It's just one place where you could see really so many handball legends around and being here, and you could see that they enjoy. So maybe I think like the next action will be like organize all a match with the legends. So they need to think about. But it's
they have tomorrow.
It's really great to be here. Yeah, it's really great to be here for us.
Thank you for that first thoughts. There are a lot of similarities in your career. You were born January 9th, 1980. You were born January 12th, 1980. You both played for Ademar Leon. Later on, you played for Ciudad Real, the mighty Ciudad Real, with Talan Dušebaev. In 1 year, you finished your career as a player. There was 1 year difference for you. You had a similar path. First 2 years, you were assistant coaches. At what point you know you will be coach? At what point of your life? What was the decision moment for you when you know I will be head coach at what point?
Now I start. In the moment that I think like you get the option, you know, so that's it. Because it's true, when I was a player, so you start to think about what you will do when you retire. For me, it was clear that if I could I really would like to keep doing related with handball. That's sure. And all of us, we know that it will be one moment that you cannot be player anymore. So this is sure. The only thing that it was sure. And I was preparing myself. I got the license. I don't remember when I was 26, 27. And I was really involved in trying to learn as much as I could. But unfortunately, you never know if you can be a coach. So you need someone that trusts in you. You need to get the chance. So it was hard. So the first moment for me was quite fast, I have to say. I was like playing in Budakalas. It was, I had clear that I wanted to play one more year. I made the precision and suddenly I got a call from my friend Raul that Vardar women's team was looking for a coach. So they were looking for someone. They gave my name and I had to decide. So then this was, I think, was Friday, and I have to be there on Monday. So the decision was not easy to take, but really fast. So I didn't have time to think about. But so knowing and repeating what I said before, like that, like a player, your time is finished, or you cannot play anymore. If I had this chance, I was lucky. I always say that. And this was the first moment when I realized that I could be a coach,
Thank you.
Okay, for me it was a little bit different. Yeah, I played like center back, middle back. Yeah, so I all my career, especially, of course, like he said, that one time will come when you will finish with like a player. So especially in the end when you get more experience and more. In that time, so that I also a little bit like you said, that they said that the middle back is some right or left hand of coach. Yeah, so this was for me was just like I said that I never was thinking that I want to be coach or that I will be coach or that, but was just I don't know, just one normal road. Yeah. That when I finished like a player, then I immediately was a second coach, and then, like he said, okay, it's of course it's not like just like that, but especially okay, the second coach is good. Yeah, you don't have any pressure. You don't have how do you say this? You don't need to do a lot of things. Yeah. So, but when you get a head coach. Then come this true job and this. If I will thinking now again, like I will play 2-3 years more. I'm sure.
That's good to know. We will enjoy it.
So I always tell to players that enjoy. We are on that side, yeah, because on that side, okay, we enjoy, of course, yeah, but
it's much better to be a player than a coach.
Yeah. Now we'll have surround. Okay. For someone who is looking this as young coach or player at the end, what will be the most important lesson from your point of view? What is the main difference, player, coach?
I get this advice here from coaches with experience that when you are now like, okay, when you go on that side, they don't look the players from your eyes, yeah, from your view of handball, yeah. So that you need just, I don't know if you understand me, but in the beginning, I was thinking always when somebody do something, what I will do. And 2, 3. So, možda bolje isklopimo to. No, it's the same. So this is my, I think that most important for me that now I'm already looking, what they can do, not what I will do.
I don't know exactly what to say. You know, just as Uros said, like a coach, you have like totally different style of players. So what is working for one is not working for the other ones. You know, so you need to try to convince to the players to make certain things, and to how to say also, and to convince to another players that they need to make a different ones. This is like the perspective from the coach to the players, and what I will say to the players right now, it's like, if someone has in his mind that maybe one day wants to be a coach, they need to use this time while they are playing to get all the experience and all the knowledge they have. You know, this is something when you try to compare with normal jobs, normal person, normal activities, that they don't have this option. You know, you grow up, you go to the school, high school. If after you want to go at university, you get your degree, and then you get to the job, and they say everything what you learn is not working. Now we are gonna teach you. When you are lucky and you can be a professional handball player and you have make, I don't know, 15, 20 years career playing with top players around you, with the great coaches. So this option, this opportunity you don't have in another jobs, in another situation. So don't wait until the last moment, and use all the time that you are training, that the players you have around, the coaches, get all the knowledge and learning, because this is something that you cannot get in a different way.
Thank you for that. It's really interesting. You were playing for one of the most successful clubs, Ciudad Real. And from that generation, at this moment, coaches are Aleš Pajović, Didier Dinar, David Davis, Alberto Entrerios, Chema Rodriguez, Kirill Lazarov, and as assistant coach, Jonas Kalm, with both of you. At one point, did you think we are all big coaches? What was the main ingredient for that generation, for all of you to see you can be the coaches? It was something, chemistry.
We don't know. We don't know. And we were there. We didn't think about, you know. So we could see the players just training, doing their best. Yeah, they were top players, you know. So and then with the pass of years, yeah, when we meet each other, so we are talking about this photo. I was with Pajovic, I think 3 years ago, and he showed me this photo from Ciudad Real when they say coach, 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 coach. So it's a great coincidence, and for me, personally, it's an honor, it's a pleasure just to say that I was part of that group of so top team, and that now so the most of them are also like top coaches.
I think that he told everything already. So this was 20 years ago when we were in Ciudad Real. So main of the team was young players. So we didn't think in that moment in 15 years in ahead. Yeah. So that we want to be coaches, or so we were just training, and we had two coaches, Talant and Raul. So we didn't think in that way. So we were players.
You're all different type of coaches. How are you building your strategy? What is the most important for Uros Zorman as a coach? What is the main goal? Do you ranking yourself just to trophies, or is there something else important to you as a coach?
Of course, that the trophies are important, yeah, especially for the for the club, for the president, yeah, and also for the national team or national federation. It's normal. Yeah. In the end, your job is depend on your results. Yeah, of course. You don't have results, then they fired you. Of course, this is not. But also for me, it's one of most important things to be human. Yeah. So also like if if we go back a little bit like a player, yeah, that if you are a human, yeah, don't just go straight and just for results. And I will do everything. I will, whatever it's come on your road that you will destroy. Yeah. So the human, yeah, that like I said, when I finished the career of player, like a player, in each country, in each town, each city I can come, I have some friend to drink a coffee. Yeah. So this is for me was in the end was most important. Yeah, because with this I don't know trophies what we won in career, I cannot do nothing. I have it at home. Even I don't have now at home on the walls, but I have in because. Like I said, for me it's and also like a coach now that in the end when I finish with in one story that when I come and they will always say, when I will come back that I always can drink or talk with somebody or so. For me it's this also very important thing for me.
You have a little bit different path so far because you have that beautiful story with Vardar, and now trophy as a crown, some 10-year investment with Melsungen. Is that make you more hungry for success? Or it make you a little bit tired of this job?
I think like no players, no coaches get tired of winning. So this is sure. So if you have this feeling when you get tired of winning or like I don't care, I think it's the moment to quit. So but I actually don't know anyone about this. But what is clear for me, it's like a coach, you need to have a target, a real target, and depending the team you are, you need to put clear targets. It's like we talk about top teams in Europe, so the target is to reach Final Four or win the Champions League. When you are in a country, so maybe try to win the league. For another clubs, reach the finals in the cup. And this is the most important. So never mind which team you are, put a clear target that you need to reach. For one team will be to get the 5th place in the league. For another team, what I say will be maybe win the Champions League. But because all the teams are different, they have different levels. Try to put a clear target, try to reach it. This is the main target for me as a coach, to have clear ideas about what we have to do that season and try to get it.
Uroše, your path was pretty much of time with Talant Dušeba as a player, as assistant coach. How much he is important for you in one way where you now as a coach?
Okay, I can also say that I had a lucky that of all my career I was working with a lot of great coaches. Yeah. So I learned from each one for sure something. Yeah. But in the end I was 10 years with I think 10 years with Talant, and of course he has the main how can I say the main influence on my, of course, on my mind of handball. Yeah. So, but like I said, I try to to take from each one what was good, what was not so good. Also, I don't want to do it. Yeah. And like I said, I had the honor that I work with really great trainers, and that I can now take all of this in one thing.
When cameras are shut down, how much is it intensive to work day by day with Talant?
By the court, it's easy, yeah, with him. Yeah, it's like a player. Also, Roberto can say it's also him. It's he always wants everything on maximum. Yeah. So, and also by outside of the court, outside of the sport, it's maybe you just know him on the camera, yeah? But outside it's normal. It's one great person. Really, he will help you. You can talk with him whatever you want. Everything. It's like I said, one great person.
For you, it's a little bit different. Okay, so much talent, but there was a Raul also on your path. And your temperament is a little bit more similar to Raul than talent when you watch him.
So now we are in characters now.
Yeah, I have to say it's true. You know, we are, let's say, Spanish, more calm. They have like more hot blood, so I would say. Yeah, but yeah, with Talan, I worked like 6 years in Ciudad Real. Raúl was assistant coach there these 6 years. And like a player, I was another 6 years, so playing with Raúl. So he is, let's say, the guy that I shared more time in handball my whole life. Someone that I was learning a lot as a playmaker when we were there, and after like assistant coach. I was working as assistant coach in Macedonia with Raúl also, and sharing time while he was in Vardar, you know. So yeah, it's one of my best friends, no doubt. Someone who I learned a lot. With Talan, also I have a really good friendship. You know, it was great, and I think one big part, or they are, let's say, big responsibles, Talan and Raúl, that maybe from that team. So now there are so many coaches.
Spanish coaching systems, it's a main team so many years. Is it true that we have that branches? Valero Rivera, Juan Carlos Pastor, and Talan Dushebaev. Is it true to make that dividing?
You know, so people like to try to put in words, put in the papers what is happening. You know, try to classify the things and explain. Of course, that Valero, it was, I would say, earlier than the other ones. So different age, different handball. It was the main guy in Barcelona when they got the Champions League. So this was this. After, so Talan came from another side. I will include also Pastor. So we had like really great coaches in those ages, but from my perspective, I cannot even explain what people call like the Spanish system. So I cannot even classify what will be my system or my handball idea. You know, I cannot put it in words. If there is something in common for all the guys I know, it's like what we have is that we say we are hard workers. So we have no problem if we need to spend the whole day making something when we think is the right way or the right path for making better the team. So this is something in common for the most of the Spanish coaches I know. But try to classify what is the Spanish handball, the Spanish system. I'm not able to.
Okay. There was a lot talking about that. Which school is the most progressive? Is there myth or true? Uros, you're a blend of the good things from Balkans and from all of Europe. What was the main legacy for you when you're playing for Ciudad Real and then coaching with talent with Vivek Jelce to be here today? Because you have Balkan mentality, you are Balkan warrior, you have a Balkan Spanish temperament on the court, you was a good brain for the game, and now you have your own identity as a coach. What was the best thing from that Spanish coaching system for you?
Oof. I don't know what to say now. Yeah, really. Like Roberto said, that I cannot say that I have a Spanish system, I have Balkan system, I have something mixed. Yeah, I have something mine own. I cannot say where am I. Yeah, so I have some my ideas, but I of course I take a lot of from Spanish system. Yeah, it's normal. I play there. We played in Kielce also with Talent. So I have something from there. Of course, I put something mine, and in the end, it is what it is. Yeah. But it's difficult to say. It's difficult to say which system I have. I have something, some mix, but something mine. Yeah, of course.
When we're watching the national team of Slovenia to play, there is a sequence, as we commentators like to call Zorman specials. Where do you get ideas for that? It's something game changing. It's not to see every day. You have a 5-on-5 when you have extra player on the field, something like that. That is your own identity as a coach. And also, we heard from your closest colleagues, in some point of your coaching career, there was 136 starting actions for position player, something like that. When you get the time to analyze all of that.
First of all, I like to play handball. How can I say to like a child? Yeah, to want to play like a PlayStation. I want always to do something that I want to score some easy goal. Yeah, so to how can I say to and somebody. Yeah. Not just okay. Also now train this that everything goes a little bit more one-on-one and with physically and so on. So, but I try to sometimes I'm also came like stupid, yeah, because I want to try this, but somebody came one-on-one, and they won the game, yeah. So, but this I always like to. I have this board, and then I'm playing, yeah, with handball. And this 5-on-5 was we play friendly match before one World Championship, I think, yeah, with Hungary, and we play 6-on-5. Yeah, first game we play 2 games. We first play first game, and then we couldn't score the goal, yeah, because our pivots was just we didn't have one more, we have 3 less, yeah. So we couldn't score the goal, and then the second game, the first when we had one player more, I asked my assistant coach, what do you think if will again be stupid that I put somebody out, and will say again and the talking as Zorman is, you know. But he said, what you are the coach, do it what you want. And then I took the pivot out. He was looking to me, what? And we start like this. And then it was successful, yeah.
It was interesting to see, really.
Sorry, but also when you have some small, in Slovenian we have a little bit smaller players, faster players, so it was also a little bit, normally it's easier with this than with you have tall players. And
Roberto, now there is enough years as a coach. Can you tell me how much is possible for you to change the direction of the game in 60 minutes from player view and today? Because there was some evolution in the game. It's much faster today, maybe more goals or something like that. How many situations do you have when you said, okay, I wanted this, I made this change and I wanted this? How much is possible on, I don't know, whole season? How many games are that for you? 5, 10? Can you tell us some number, percentage, your personal experience?
Almost every week. You know, so as Uros said, you analyze your team, you analyze the match, and you say, okay, this is working. We try to keep doing, but this is not working. We have to change, and then you try to put a new thing that maybe you can score goal. Of course, that during the season, I used to say like 5-6 matches, maybe you can use the same process, the same procedure to try to do something until the other teams are adapting. And it was many times I was talking to the players, so I was saying, guys, this action we are gonna do. So maybe we say we did in Ciudad Real 20 years ago, or this action was doing 15 years ago or 10, but because now no one is doing, it's totally forgotten, so we have to start to use it. And like this, I think it's like a big circle, you know, and now we start to do some things like maybe 15 years ago it could do it. Things that 2 years ago was working now are not working because, you know, handball gets really professional. Every team, it's analyzing everything. So what you are doing today, it's most likely in 2 months is not working. And then what you need to do is try to change. Usually the best thing is that you don't need to change so much, just small details. When usually you try to make this action, so now we change and we try to confuse and make a different one. But I would say almost every week you need to be there, like to be thinking what is working, what can you do, how you can score goal now. Now this is not working, what is the next solution? And like this, I will say that the main idea is always fixed, but many small details are changing, so like from one day to another one.
We heard from some people, Uros, you have a vision to change the course of the game. You disappear for 1 minute, you saw the action, and you took your equipment, shot the action, and that's that. How many times recently you done it to do that?
Like if we go also on the past question, yeah, it's that we always start the season with 5-6 action, like Roberto said, some main action you have, and then from these main actions goes everything. Then in the end you get some ideas, then you see, then you want to change, then also sometimes happen that we make some action, yeah, but the players, how can I say that, they do it wrong, yeah? But in the end, I get the idea from this wrong action, yeah. So they do it so wrong that in the end was good, yeah. So like I said, I try to play with handball, with this, especially with these magnets, yeah. So I don't allow to players when somebody wants and time out, and we come with this smaller kakos. With Max, we come and then want to, no, don't touch, because then everything it comes. So it's like that, yeah.
The gentleman, question of all question: how to make handball better? Do you have any thoughts about handball rules? What would you would like to change with this handball today? Do you talking with somebody about that?
Now, when I was in Egypt, we had like many talks about this. So like head coach of Egypt, or because the national team of Egypt was involved, I was attending many meetings for this to talk about that. From my point of view, I would say that handball is really good, like it is right now. Okay, so it's a really fast sport. Okay, with high intensity, with one, let's say, it's a sport contact. Okay, but we are also just taking care of the players, like don't be like so aggressive. I think it's in a really good moment, you know, and I understand that all the sports need to be changing sometimes, but I think that our sport changed in the last 10 years a lot, and right now it's in a good moment. Okay, we were talking many years for make like a faster sport, faster game, but in one moment I also was thinking that we were going like, okay, we go just to make 100 meters as fast as we can and this finish, but this is not our sport. So it has to be a mix, and I think I like. So we are quite fast. There is a lot of physical actions. It's a really excited sport, but also so we can see what handball means. If we go like to make more faster actions, to have like a limited time on the clock, some ideas of a score more that the goals from outside are double points, something like this, I think are like try to change too much our sport. So I really think that we are in a really good moment in one sport, like at least from my part, as far as I know, everyone who comes to see a handball match on live and one with the good teams, so they really enjoy. They see that it's really exciting sport. So from my point of view, I think we are good, and we should not do right now like so many changes.
Uros, some specific rule to change, something to bring on?
I agree some things with Roberto, of course, that we are good move now, but I think that some rules should change. Yeah. I don't think it's now to talk about them, but some rules I think that we should change, especially some that also the coaches we have deciding for the VAR, that we have, I don't know, each half that we have
Challenge.
Challenge that we have one VAR. Yeah. Challenge that we have one challenge in the first half and in second one, that it's not everything on referees, and this is it. Okay, it's a few rules I would also change. I don't know also what this clock, so that we have some time for the attack. It's difficult to say how much, where, how, and then this is really difficult. But that also we can the referees that don't have so many open how you say hands on everything. Yeah, so on some decide that they have some straight things to decide. Yeah, not the lot of things are really they have a lot of options. Yeah, so I think.
Okay, thank you. From my perspective, for me, always was interesting to make some, I don't know, thinking about systems in the handball world. What I want to say, Spanish people, Spanish handball players, and Balkan players are more similar than Scandinavian players, than German players, than French players. True or false? From your perspective, we have here Arpad, Daniel.
Arpad and Daniel, they are almost part Spanish also, so I'm not counting, you know. I think Balkan and Spanish, we are closer if we compare with the Norway countries, so that's for sure. But also it's true that now it's that you in the most of the teams you have like a lot of foreign players, a lot of nationalities. So I think all of us, we are getting a mix of everything, you know, like a player, like a coach. I think last year in my team they told us we have 13 different nationalities. So if you talk about Germany, this is what I know. You have players from all the world. So now I think we have a really good mix. Yeah, it's true that in the past when only maybe 2-3 foreign players could play in one team and you should play in your domestic league, and most of the players were not going abroad. That was like Europe was playing really different in its country. But I will say that right now, the handball that is playing in France, in Denmark, in Slovenia, in Serbia, they have really similar ideas. Okay, of course, after the difference is like, let's say, the quality of the players. You know, but I think we have like in Europe a main idea, okay, with the specific details. But I think we are like really similar right now.
Your opinion?
Roberto said everything, so I agree with him, so I don't.
Okay, because this was the chain from wing to middle back. I need to ask now, when Zorman organized the play, how many balls are ending on the wing when you were players?
But it was not Uros' fault, you know. So, you know, we know that we were the guys who were trying to. Our task was try to finalize the action if the ball was arriving. but also, to be honest, playmakers, left backs, right backs, they are the guys who are taking the biggest responsibility of the game, you know. And the most of the times, and I also try to explain this to my wins right now, I say, okay, I'm your coach, but I was a win. So I was in your same situation, you cannot complain. It depends also about the different games. There are matches where the defenders are closing, you will get the balls, and other defense are more open space, so they are not closing, you don't have shoots. But every player has his role. And what I used to say, so if today you need to shoot 10 times, score the 10 times. If you only need to run, so just run and don't receive one goal. So it is the win role a little bit. The backs, they have a different one. The playmakers have a different one. So this is a sport that I like, especially because of this. You know, there are 6 positions plus the goalkeeper, and everyone has really different tasks, different abilities, skills, you know, physical circumstances. So it's a really amazing how a mix of different types of players are playing at the same time.
Most beautiful game in the world, if you watch from that perspective. How looks like the pivot, how looks like the wing. Mr. Zorman, personal ambition. You are leading the most ambitious club in Slovenia. You are head coach of national team from your home country. Some personal agenda, some personal goals. Short notice in few years, and for the future.
Difficult question. I have. When I finish with player, yeah. So I was second coach. I was in Kielce, and then came Corona, yeah. And I was these 2 days before. I was at home, so I stayed home. Yeah. So I was 3 months at home. So before of that, I was 15 years around. Yeah. So I was foreigner. And then 3 months when I was at home, I say I will stay home. Until I don't know when. So I'm at home happy. Then of course come this project. I have also lucky. I'm very honored that I can be a trainer of national coach. This is, I think, a dream of each coach, that can be coach of your own national, your country. Yeah? So this is for me maximum what I can, the goals, yeah, for example. But of course, I didn't mean when we talk about ambitions or the goals of coaches or trophies or so. If each one who knows me, I'm always want to win everything. You have here my son. I also don't allow them to win cards, Czech or what I want, or basket, or I don't know. I don't. If they are better, of course, but so also I have ambitions, but I don't know. It's really when it will come something, or when I will, I don't know, click, then I will go ahead. But I'm still now. I'm happy at home, and I'm enjoying home. And like I said, I had lucky. I have this project. I'm at home and with family, and so for now it's this for me. But normally, if one day will come, and of course I also want to be with the club on Final Four. I want to win also with Club Champions League. I also want to win some medal with the national team and so on, so on. So, but I'm not talking that I don't have ambition when I say I'm happy at home. So, but I think that you understand me, or the people understand what I want to say.
For sure, for sure. Some different type of question for Mr. Parrondo. Can Roberto Garcia Parrondo became first Spanish to win Bundesliga?
I don't think so.
No? No, final year of contract. What is behind this question? Beautiful moments in Skopje. Great chapter with Melsungen. Now for you there is on horizon new story, Paris Saint-Germain. What was the main goal for you to accept that offer, to put end of this story with Melsungen? I know you're full focused for MT Melsungen at this point of view. what is the ambition for this season and how you see your future with project like Paris Saint-Germain?
Okay.
And then we'll give the chance for someone to ask.
Yeah, it's so. I this is my last season in Melsungen. That's and I will join Paris on 27. But yeah, this will be in the future. So it's nothing to say about that. And I only focus on in Melsungen. So it had been like this will be my 6th season. So it was 5 years and a half because I came when everything was started in around November. 1 year was a huge change from Egypt, where I, as Uros said, I was feeling good, but the opportunity came and I saw a really good project. The ambition was to change the image of the club, the history, the tradition, and try to compete with the best teams in Germany. And I think we did it. So everything changed a lot. We made amazing seasons. Not last season, the last before. We were like leaders of Bundesliga for, I don't know, 16, 17 rounds. Something I can clearly say I was never expecting in my life to do that, you know. But sometimes the moment came. You need to analyze, as Uros said, how you're feeling us. And I thought last year, around February, that maybe was the moment to make a small change. You know, it's about the energy, it's about the feelings, it's about the family, it's about everything. But really, I'm really proud of have been the coach of MT Melsungen for these years. And I told to the players, and I said, like, one of the reasons why this season I'm here, the coach, is because of them. So really excited. And it's a really even more special this season because I know it's the last one. So I know that every day is the last one that I will be there. So it's a special season for me. I hope that we will do our best. You know, our target is always compete against these giants that we have in Bundesliga. You know, it's crazy. This league, this competition it's amazing. So for the players and for the coaches to feel it. It's great. So we have the ambition to put all of them in problems, to try to compete and defeat them, and match by match, at the end we will see. So in which position we will be, how far we can go in other competitions, but do our best every day, every match.
Yeah, we heard it earlier. Match by match is the main focus for Melsungen this year. Okay, gentlemen, thank you for this part. Some short questions from audience, maybe. Pitanje iz publike. Za kraj. Ok, to je bilo to. Thank you for this. Hvala vam. Gracias. It was pleasure.
Hvala mnogo.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was all for this first handball talks today. Short pause, then we going forward. Deboša Simić and Selim Vujović here with Života Bogdanović. Idemo vrlo brzo, nastavljamo.
Si vosotros sois bien.
Sí.
Yo pensaba que vosotros no ibais a...
Genetica dobra. Castigo.